All right, so folks, be sure to check that out. We're going to take a small break here to get our minds a pumping with a little bit we like to call
wine, beer, spirit, or pop culture reference. I'm going to go around the horn, ask these three yahoos a question, give them a term, actually. They're going to take a stab at it, and we'll see who gets points. You know, it's kind of like Drew Carey and Whose Line Is It Anyway? Very odd that I saw Colin Mockery on a British murder mystery last night. But anyway, I digress.
You have been all show. So you're very much
all show.
Yeah. Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's a great show to watch when you're like sick and depressed and you can't change the channel because you don't have the will to find the remote control.
Carry on, John.
I'd rather watch nothing, but I'm too weak to turn it off. Whose line is it anyway?
Who are you?
Carry
on.
The
most garbage of shows. It's the
John.
Kevin Smith of TV shows.
I'm about to mute you, Jeff Solomon, so stop. John,
this
carry
week's
on.
term is Whirlfloc. Whirlfloc. All right. I'm going to go with
What?
All right.
It's
John
one of those
Riek.
things where the defendant whirl-flocked his roommate, and now we're hearing for it.
I looked it up. We've never used this term on the show before.
No. So, John Riek,
yes,
if you don't mind, could you please spell Whirlfloc for us?
WHIRL FLOC.
Oh, one word?
One word. No hyphens, no umlauts, no accents.
Okay.
No colons, semicolons, any of that shit.
Got it. Okay.
Eccles, you go first.
Yeah, for sure. Whirlfloc. It's funny because sometimes John's a bit of a foreshadower. He likes he likes to let you know what's coming. So Whirlfloc is going to be a beer term, and I'm going to go ahead and consider mead to be a beer term. And this is going to be something because John was just brewing mead this week. He's making mead this week. This is going to be some kind of transport flap or mechanism that's going to transfer some honey or something along the lines of making mead. This is going to be some kind of device that is used in the making of mead.
Yeah. All right. Jason, what do you think?
Shut up.
I assume that this is a crime in the state of California, punishable by no less than 3 years in a county jail.
Okay,
so I guess you're saying it's a pop culture reference.
I guess that's
a pop culture reference. So this is funny. So we were sitting around the other day, and Augie, our chef, comes up to us, and he brings up a can of seltzer water. Because we don't drink during work hours. We drink when work hours are over. And it's a La Croix Pamplemousse. And he says, and he's very, very Hispanic, and he's like, John, what does this mean? I said, pamplemousse. And my assistant brewer pipes in, that'll get you arrested in Canada. He's like, what? I said, it means grapefruit, you asshole. It's anyway.
Whirlfloc.
Whirlfloc.
Going back to the spelling, capital W?
Not necessarily.
There's no R with a circle around it at the end?
No.
Oh, that might be okay. Because I was thinking that this was some sort of brand name for an ingredient that you use in the brewing process that's kind of like a fining agent that you put in at some point, like right before or right after the boil or something like that. That might be called like proto-floc or something. So Whirlfloc, I believe, is actually the sixth album from Led Zeppelin. It's a pop culture reference. Final answer.
I thought you were going to say flock.
That would be physical graffiti, by the way, and it's not Whirlfloc. And if you had stuck with your first answer, which is an ingredient that goes after the boil, you would have won, Solomon, but you lost because you couldn't guess that.
Ah, God. Okay. I mean,
Whirlfloc. It's a beer reference.
Okay. I would have never known that that's what that was.
It's actually made from seaweed, and it's a vegan ingredient. So you can use that as a kettle fining and keep your beer in a vegan consideration.
There you go.